A Trump Fed choice faces Senate scrutiny over policy views. Washington, AP. One of President Donald Trump's nominees for the Federal Reserve will likely face skeptical questioning from a Senate committee Thursday over her unconventional economic views. Trump has nominated Judy Shelton for the Fed's Board of Governors, a position with significant influence over interest rate policy and the regulation of banks and financial markets. Her views have included support for tying the dollar's value to gold and questioning the need for a fully independent Fed. Shelton has also expressed seemingly contradictory views on interest rate policy and once suggested that the federal government need not guarantee bank deposits. In the aftermath of the Great Recession, when the unemployment rate peaked at 10% in 2009, Shelton opposed the Fed's ultra-low interest rate policy. Yet she has since echoed Trump's support for ultra-low rates even as the unemployment rate has reached a near half-century low of 3.6%. There is no sensible argument besides political expediency for why she advocated for higher interest rates and stunted growth under a Democratic president yet wants lower rates and faster growth under a Republican, said Josh Bivens, research director at the Liberal Economic Policy Institute. Shelton was an economic advisor to Trump's 2016 campaign. She recently served as U.S. Executive Director for the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, a multilateral institution set up in 1991 to help former communist countries transition to market economies. Besides Shelton, Trump has nominated Christopher Waller, Director of Research at the St. Louis Federal Reserve Bank, for a second vacancy on the 7-member Fed board. Waller will also appear before the Senate Banking Committee on Thursday. If both nominees are confirmed by the committee and then by the full Senate, both controlled by Republicans, Trump will have installed 6 of the 7 Fed governors. Waller, who has attended Fed policy-making meetings for years as a staff member, is a far more conventional choice for the board. Some of his most widely cited research examines the benefits of the central bank's independence from political interference. Shelton, however, has been a skeptic of the need for the Fed's independence, which most economists regard as critical to allowing the central bank to make delicate decisions on interest rates and inflation that elected officials might otherwise oppose or block. Many Fed watchers worry that Trump may be weakening the Fed's independence with his frequent public attacks on its chairman, Jerome Powell, for not cutting rates more aggressively. It would be in keeping with its historical mandate if the Fed were to pursue a more coordinated relationship with both Congress and the President, Shelton wrote last fall in the Wall Street Journal. For more on this story, visit the news article link.